the cutest Katie Brock, who is a children's music extraordinaire. She has been doing this for 13 years, together with her buddy, and it's called Ginger and Snap. And has been doing this for a long time, but since this strange isolation period has come about, what have how have you changed and doing before that's changed it so?
Let me tell you about it. Yeah, I taught music together for 13 years and loved it. It brought me such joy and passion. And from that, I did a lot of birthday parties and performing at schools. And around Christmas time this year, I'm like, you know what? I need a change. I'm going to do something totally different. And I took a bit of a pause myself in January. And then I was going to sort of pivot and maybe do more music in care homes or just something different. And then when COVID-19 came along, we were in that first week. And I thought, oh, I could be helpful here, because I was thinking, I've got 4 teenagers, which is a different kettle of fish living all together, but thinking about the families at home with the little ones. And I just wanted to offer something, even if it's only half an hour, something fun that you can do with your kids that feels like it's a screen, but you're not plunking them in front of a screen. It's something interactive and hopefully engaging. And it just hit me that first week we were at home. I thought, maybe Sam and Izzy, those are my kids, would do a song with me and we can record it and send it out to people. And then that was the start of it. And it was also, I couldn't do anything with Snap because we couldn't get together. And I thought maybe it's time to just do more solo stuff and become Katie Brock Music. And within a few days, I realized, I didn't know why had I been pushing this aside? Like, this is truly what I feel like is my calling to do. And then I would be excited to get up in the morning and make a new video or connect with people live over Instagram. And I started writing more songs, and I just knew there was no concerts in sight or no gigs. And so I had to do something different.
So have you had the opportunity to reach out to other teachers or do some collaborations or to other programs that might be in existence, like to help accelerate or amplify your voice?
Well, I noticed when I was on Instagram that the West Vancouver Library was doing great Instagram lives too. And so I reached out to them and I said, oh, can I do an Instagram takeover or do a show for your audience? And they came back with, let's create a whole Zoom virtual concert that you can do. And then they're like, and we have funds, we can pay you.
Whoa.
So that was exciting. And so that's coming up on May 16th. And then I just happened to have, even though I had pushed this aside, I was doing a few gigs still, and a couple of them that were coming up were Ready, Set, Learn gigs in the school system. And obviously they're canceled. But one of the teachers, I shared the YouTube stuff with her, and then she shared it on the kindergarten across BC Facebook page. And as sending out to the parents is something that this is something you can do with your kids. And then in my own little group of followers are my kids' former, I have my kids' old kindergarten teacher and my kids' choir teacher. And now they have little ones. And it always feels like such an honor when people you respect who taught your kids think what you're doing is really worthy and important. So that's exciting.
And tell us about the Porch singalongs to kids on their birthdays.
Well, that one, I hadn't even, I don't know, it was my cousin's birthday, her little boy's birthday, Brock, who is turning 2. It wasn't until I was at their porch that I thought, hey, I can do this for other people too. And it was super fun, and it just made the day. a little bit more, special and interesting. I literally sing 2 or 3 songs. I'm doing another one next week. Or I'll just make a video if you live far away. Make a video. I make up a little song about the child. I get a bit of information from the parents, like what does your child like to eat? What do they like to play? Who are the important people in their life? And I put it into a song, and then I have my own birthday song. So I love the idea of being able to go to your driveway. Oh, and I saw another woman, Nanny, she's in the States, but she's doing block party concerts. So she'll stand at the end of your block. She takes her little amplification system, and then the families, there's not many of them, but they spread out, and she does a little concert. So
you want to do
I
that?
can do that. Sure.
All right. We have a new family that's moved into our neighborhood. So I'm thinking that, like, we were trying to figure out how to welcome.
Oh, so like a welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you just have to start thinking outside the box and different ways to do things. It doesn't mean everything has to stop.
How did the people get in contact with you to talk about a birthday party or a block party?
They can email me at kbrockmusic@gmail.com, or I'm a lot on Instagram these days, and you can always shoot me a DM, and then we can exchange emails from there. DM means direct message, if you don't know that. I do know that kind of thing, because I'm hip.
So Katie, I think you should drop into every kindergarten, preschool Zoom. I mean, it would be like the rock star just dropped in, and I can't imagine any teacher not wanting a little, like, okay, here's my 5-minute break.
I think a lot of teachers could use a break right now, for sure. And I would be happy to drop in and do a few songs. Before this, I used to visit daycares, and or even just anybody who wants to. It's nicer to do it with the interaction, but I've created about 24 or 25 full-length music classes on YouTube. So there's that YouTube channel too, Katie Brock Music, that are very interactive and I think quite entertaining. And what's really fun is I've been trying to include my own kids. I live with the 4 teenagers. Some of them are into it, some of them are not. But I had a mother write me and say that her kids now play Sam and Isabel teaching music. So if I get Sam and Izzy involved, and my stepson Evan had a big dance party with me one day on the Instagram Live. I totally got off track from the question, but wanted to tell you that.
No, I love that. It helps your kids feel like they're participating in something productive at a time when they don't have many outlets, right?
Yeah. And I've had to make it really homespun, homegrown. I don't know what the word is. I had thought about doing YouTube stuff before, but I'm like, oh, I don't have a good enough camera, or, oh, I don't have the proper background. And this just made me just do it. What should I be called? Oh, how about Katie Brock Music? Done. I think in some ways it sped up the process of pivoting what I want to do and what I want to be. And it's not perfect, but I just am trying to offer mistakes are okay in music. We're doing this for fun. I'm not glossy and edited at all. I never, with my YouTubes, I press record and what happens is what happens. And sometimes kids walk in and out, and in some ways I think it makes it more real and more fun for
I like
people.
that. Did you notice that my dog pulled out my ponytail while we were talking?
Exactly. We're just in the moment. Just whatever happens, and it's all good.
So Katie, what's the silver lining in all this for you?
I think the silver lining is I rediscovered my joy of performing. and connecting with families. I think I just needed a bit of a shake-up, and it's just been really inspiring to hear from the families that what I'm doing is helping them get through their day, and to know that the work I do is important. I think it's just given me kind of the kick in the butt of like, hey, you know what? You have this ability, you have this talent, don't let it go to waste. So that has been a silver lining for sure. Mm-hmm. And time with my own family. You know, we are the teenagers, we don't get them for very long. And so I'm really just trying to soak up this extra time with them. And then I go crazy, and then I soak it up. Oh, I love you. And then get out, you know.
Well, nice to talk to you. And we are going to get you some gigs.
Awesome. That is great. I love what you guys are. And even this morning, I talked to my sister, and she's like, "You're going to be on Ruthie and Paige? I watched all the interviews. Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh, come on."
Yeah. So there you go. The great work. And if I need to sell my house, I'm coming.
That's what we do.